Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you, sir? I hope you are doing well. My name is Nurul Fitria. I'm from the 4D class English Education Department, student Islamic University of Sultan Syarif Hasim Riau. Now, in this video, I want to explain about mentioned Islamic values in language teaching in the language instruction Islamic perspective course, which is powerful by Mr. Siswandi MPD. No one can deny that religious education is an important spirit in the world of education. It is impossible for religious education to be replaced or discarded in the grand design of this nation education. Every Muslim certainly wants a good life order and in accordance with Islamic values. If we look back, of course, almost all Muslims have heard of the term Madani society. Madani society is a civilized society, a society that upholds the values, norms, and applicable laws based on faith and science. Of course, if you look at the history and culture of the Indonesian itself, it is very likely that this pattern of Madani society. Life can be applied with absorbing the values or essence of Madani society. The life of the Indonesian people will be organized and in accordance with Islamic values without helping to make Indonesian an Islamic state. Evidently, in today's era, there are many cultures and languages that have entered our country, such as Korea, England, and so on. But to mention an Islamic values in language teaching, one of which is to instill a sense of love for the homeland. If we want a good life, a designed life, a life that is in accordance with Islamic values, we must have a sense of love for the place we live, namely the country. By loving our country, we have planted the seeds of godness. For a life, if we look at the history of the formation of Madani society, of course, the mentioned factor is the absence of a safe place to live. A good place to live that can be used to implement the result of religious thought and values. So that at that time, the Prophet Muhammad moved from Mecca to Medina. In this case, more and more culture and linguistic diversity will enter our country. Along with technological improvements and cultural transformation towards modern life, as well as the influence of globalization, the cultural heritage and traditional Islamic values of these indigenous peoples face challenge to their existence. This is where the meaning and important role of religious studies in Islamic universities, in particular to mention and develop Islamic values and make progress to rearrange its role as the strength of Islamic studies, not only at a mere symbolic level, but it is very urgent to be the leading agent in guarding all forms of change in the local culture of society in its various dimensions. More than that, it must be translated into a pattern of thinking that is inclusive and exclusive in viewing the empirical reality that surrounds socio-religious life. Alright, I think that's enough for me. I'm sorry to my mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.